Hi, team, and welcome to episode 6. So, this week we focused on tracking progress, making adjustments, and pretty much staying consistent for your long term success. Just a recap of this week. I'm going to spend about 5 minutes going over this. So, more or less, guys, is progression isn't just about the scales, okay? Measurements and strength gains matter big time. Uh, we've been covering tracking body changes with your waist measurements, doing photos before, midpoint, and end, and even performance improvements as well. And what we've covered is if progress stalls, adjusting nutrition and training, kind of putting strategies in place for your nutrition training. Okay, so again, guys, welcome to episode 6. This is your halfway point, and it's the perfect time to talk about what really counts when it comes to progression. So this week, we're going to be focused, we have focused on how to track progress beyond just your weight, because honestly, the scales doesn't always tell the full story. So first of all, guys, progress isn't just about the scales. Fat loss, strength, your moods, and confidence. These are all forms of progress. Okay, so these are wins. The scales might stay the same at times, but your body shape and performance can drastically change massively. Okay, so body recomposition, as we call it in the fitness world, this is losing fat while building muscle. This doesn't always show up on your kilos or pounds. All right, so take that into account. Just track, track changes with your waist measurement, your progress photos, and performance. So always, again, if you're joining our programs or join our program, as you know, we'll take your waist and hips, and sometimes, especially with the small group programs, we take your upper body measurements as well. And we do this every 3 to 4 weeks. Okay. So also the biggest strength is using progress photos monthly. Use the same lighting, same clothes at the same angle. So usually, predominantly, I always suggest is do the front, do the side, and do the back, because most people don't realize is you'll lose probably most of it at the back, so you don't really visually see that. Okay, so track how you feel in clothes, your energy levels, and how strong you're getting in sessions, which is one of my biggies as well. Uh, if progress stalls, just it's more about adjusting strategically. So do not panic. People go into panic mode here and start slashing calories and adding more sessions. They hide behind the exercise rather than using little techniques. So don't go down that road. Don't go into panic mode. Look, I always suggest is look at consistency first. All right. So look over your sleep, your training, your stress, what's going on in your life, and your hydration. And then tweak nutrition or increase training intensity as it goes. All right. So this is about long-term results, not short-term panic. Okay. And we've all done that. We've all been there. Okay. Guys, some questions on our program I've had in regarding this subject. I'm going to go over this for 10-15 minutes. First question is on the board is so tracking progress and making adjustments for long-term success. So number one, I'm going to cover, and these are great questions, guys. So thanks for forwarding these to me. So how often should I track my body measurements? Okay. Number two, I'm going to cover is what's the best way to measure fat loss without scales? Number three, what should I do if the scale weight isn't changing, but I feel leaner? Good problem to have, I'd say. Number four, how can I tell if I need to adjust my macros or even calories? Number five, what's the best way to track my strength progress? And number six, how do I adjust my nutrition if I hit a plateau? So, good question. Let's start with the first one, guys. So, how often should I track my body measurements? So, guys, I'd suggest every 2 to 4 weeks. Ideally, on these programs we've got, we do the before and actually on the start of your fourth week. So this is ideal. Weekly is too frequent. Changes won't be obvious and can cause unnecessary stress and panic. All right, don't do it. Uh, Monthly, though, you might miss early signs or progress or plateaus and then get on the binge bandwagon there. So stick to the same day, same conditions, and track waist, hip, upper body for most of the insight. Okay, so always make sure, guys, you keep track of that. Uh, Next question is, what's the best way to measure fat loss without using scales? So this is a great place to be at. Use these three, what I recommend. So waist measurement, guys. If your waist is shrinking, you're losing fat. It's that simple. Take progression photos, guys, as I mentioned earlier, is take front, side, and back. These are very important for your self-motivation. If you've not done this, guys, if you're at the start, it's going to be like a pity party with feel sorry for yourself. But the thing is, you have changed that mindset. You know there's something wrong, and you're willing to change as well. All right. So do this, compare month to month, not day to day. And I suggest is do it the same day every month. To be honest, guys, do it the last Friday of the month because it's kind of payday. And this is usually where we've got all the money to go and spend it on meals out in getting together with friends, family, or your mates as well. So don't do this on a day-to-day basis. Just trust the process. All right. Another one, guys, clothes fitting. So it's jeans, gym leggings, t-shirts. I always get a massive boost of confidence myself with t-shirts. And actually to the point, sometimes you think, oh, yeah, is it that time to buy a t-shirt size down? That's always good. So if they feel looser, guys, that is fat loss. Okay, it's the easiest way to measure that. Or even for me, like for males and like myself, is if you have to put another hole in your belt. That's a good one. So the mirror, guys, and tape measure. You can buy tape measures from anywhere really, any supermarket or even Amazon. They're not expensive, and these are the best and honest way rather than scales. All right. So next question. What should I do if the scales isn't changing, but I feel leaner? So this is a great place to be at, guys. This is called, in the fitness world, is body recompositioning. All right. And this is the biggest win. This is for the biggest win for any of myself and all my clients as well, because you're likely building muscle while you're burning fat. So the more lean muscle you have, over time, the more fat you're just naturally burning without doing anything. Okay, so muscle holds water and weighs more than fat. So your weight might hold steady even if you drop some inches there. All right, so don't get cut up on scales. Take your waist measurement. If clothes feel generally better, you feel leaner and you're stronger in sessions, you're way on track, my friend. So good job there. Next question. Right. How can I tell if I need to adjust my macros or calories? So, guys, this is a frequent question, and let's cover that. So, look for signs of true plateaus, to be honest, guys. So, no change in measurements over 3 weeks, photos, or weight for the last 3+ weeks is the same. You're feeling low energy, or you're having really poor recovery. So you're not recovering as much from sessions. Excessive hunger, or even zero appetite. Guys, if you are 80 to 90% consistent and progress stalls, just consider these things. So slightly lower fat or carbs, even just by 100, 200 calories. Don't do it all at once, just choose one or the other. Adding one extra training session potentially, or even a cardio session, but that might mean, guys, just getting out and doing more steps in a day. All right, it doesn't sound much, but it does add to the greater scheme of things. All right. And for me, this one, tightening portion sizes. So they can creep up over time. I've mentioned in previous episodes that I might weigh my food maybe once, 2 days in a row, and then leave it for 3 or 4 months. And in 3 or 4 months, come to it again. And oh, yeah, my eyes got bigger in my belly. All right. So make one small change, then reassess. Just don't change everything. Don't do too much. Most people hide behind the nutrition and just end up doing more exercise just to then go on a yo-yo thing again. I always call it the cardio syndrome. All right. So next question is, what's the best way to track strength progress in the gym? Easy. So, guys, using a training log or app, I know our small group clients have an app. For anyone who's been on our systems and programs, we have a workout logbook. So you can track reps, sets, weight in each session. Aim to improve one per week. All right. So more weight, not like you're going from a 40K deadlift to a 60K deadlift, guys. Small implements, always like 2 to 5%. We have used 2.5Ks, or what I like to say, the polos, which are 1.2, 1.25 1.25 kilograms. Okay. More weight, more reps, better form. All right. Make sure you do not lose form, but our coaching team are good at this and they make sure you stay consistent with that. So record lifts, guys, and record how you feel. All right. If they feel easier, it's not luck, it's you're getting stronger. So great job. It's a massive win there. All right. The small wins make the bigger long-term goals. So progress isn't always about numbers. Okay. Better range, better tempo, or even the control of exercise counts, even just slowing the tempo down. So I hope that answers that question for you. Right. So how do I adjust my nutrition if I hit a plateau? So guys, first review, and this is where you always, if you're on one of my hot seats on my coaching program, I'm always going to go over, are you hitting your protein goals daily? This is number one key. So if you're not hitting it, start up in your protein, really dial in. I know it's tough sometimes, especially if you're going from nothing. But the daily protein goal, once you've got that dialed in, give it 14 days. You're going to start seeing bigger changes. All right. The other one is, are you tracking honestly? Okay. Are you including oils here, biting off your children's chicken nuggets? You know, every bite counts, or even licking the biscuit. Little things like that make a big difference, guys. If I could have a fly on the wall for those in their kitchen, it'd be interesting to see. It'd be a different story. Okay. And are you sleeping and recovering properly? Are you getting an adequate amount of sleep? 7 to 9 hours? Is your sleeping environment good? So I might suggest to some of my clients, get a blackout blind. It really helps because the light will naturally make you feel awake as well early in the morning, especially in the summer months. Again, guys, then adjust one thing at a time. Don't change it all at once. I know we all kind of sometimes get disheartened and everything's changed. Don't change everything. Just lower carbs slightly, especially on those rest days. That's what I always say to my clients. On the rest days, lower the carbohydrates. You'll see bigger changes there. Add loads of walk, guys. I've just mentioned, if you're hitting 4,000 steps a day, increase that to 5,000. Try and get to 6,000. I try and ideally get most of my clients. You don't even have to go. You just keep your phone, or if you've got a watch, track it. Just get in those 10,000 steps. It doesn't take too long. I actually think, as I'm recording this today, I'm actually on 7,000 steps. I've literally just been walking around on site, not really going all out my way. All right. So also, guys, increase training volume. Most people, if don't have a logbook, stay the same. Just lift the same weight week by week. You're doing yourself an injustice. Use the logbooks, guys. Use the logbooks. That's what they're there for. It really is one of the biggest keys. And actually, whatever you don't track, you can't measure. I always look forward to starting the week, trying to see if I can improve on last Monday's performance, and that gets me going set for the week as well. It's a real good psychology to get, and just seeing that numbers. If you stand the same way, add one extra rep. All right. Just tying up on nutrition, guys. Tying up weekend nutrition. This is usually where most people flop. Okay. So track the change for 1 or 2 weeks and adjust again. Okay. Guys, I think that just about covers it in this week's episode. So your mission this week is to Track at least one progress metrics this week. So measurements, photos, or strength gains. Strength gains is one of the biggest things for me. Photos, I do probably only 2 months. I should do that more. But evaluate your progress and adjust nutrition or training as needed. Okay, this is what a program's designed for, to keep you accountable. So if you do need help, guys, just reach out and we can get you moving. Okay, which brings us on to the next one. Moving forward, guys, focus on maintaining your long-term results and sustainability. It's got to work for you. All right, guys, thank you. Catch you on the next episode.